Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're gonna be playing some Black Ops 3 Zombies. As per, so far, this is the second video, so per usual, I'm running up a Kino game. Sadly, if you did watch my other video, I did in fact not do another recording. I actually died very shortly after I finished my recording, so that sucks. This is not like the first game of the day. I played some Origins and I died real early, so we're cooking it up. I just finished a shift at work, and I figured I'd get on here and talk to my audio diary here, pretty much. I'm gonna call it YouTube.com here. So today's topic is just sitting on a rock. Now it kind of sounds like a little weird at first, what does it mean? Is it like it's definitely not cryptic at all. I do mean it literally, and it's a piece of advice I was told when dealing with my anxiety. I don't have like diagnosed anxiety, but everybody has anxiety to some degree. I definitely have it a little bit less than others, but I got my own problems, so we handle that behind the scenes. Sadly, I'm not that comfortable, but yeah, just going to sit on a rock is like the best advice I think I've ever heard for, dealing with problems that are usually in your own head. I'm like a big overthinker, which, to be honest, I feel like that term gets thrown around a lot, and, it's kind of hard to, like it's not an issue, I guess, but it's weird. A lot of people are overthinkers, so I'm definitely one of them. I spend a unhealthy amount of time just kind of sitting there and thinking, and so that's why the rock is so busted. It's like a cheat code. You just go out. Oh, I didn't hit this before. Please be green. Oh, it's blue. But yeah, no, the rock is it's great. I use it a lot recently. You just kind of go. I go to like a little hiking trail. I have this nice little rock I like to do. There's actually a trail behind my college campus that I found to be pretty good. It's got a nice overhang into like a gated community, and it's like the drop is pretty scary. It's like a 75-degree angle, just like straight like rocks and sand into somebody's backyard. But the view is phenomenal, and there used to be a chair up there, but there's not, so I kind of just sit on the ground. But yeah, no, if you just go sit on a rock, it's extremely helpful. No headphones. No, you can bring your phone if you're going into the woods, but I strongly recommend you kind of just be with nature and your environment. You actually just realize how, like, not to downplay it, but like how minuscule your problems are in the grand scheme of everything, and then on top of that, just how much better you'll end up feeling just by sitting there and thinking. Like, you realize that like you just look at life and you kind of just realize that like a lot of the problems that you got going on, they matter, but like they don't matter. Like we are individually so minuscule in like the grand scheme of like even just the planet, like just all of human civilization. We are so minuscule. Like only very, very few people have large voices over the majority. But for the average Joe Schmo like me, my problems, are very big in my life, but outside of my little view are extremely, extremely small. There's no way I get it on the dog round. Really? So you kind of have to take that into consideration when you think about your problem. I feel like for me, this helps the most when it's not thinking about my my issues or like things that I think about. I spend a lot of time thinking about what I believe other people are thinking, and that's actually really unhealthy. I said it out loud. This is my second take of the recording. I'm ashamed to say I did die on Origins on like round 4, so we're switching up to something easier. But yeah, it's oh my god, shout out to my train of thought. Just left without me. Yeah, no, I spend a lot of time thinking about what other people think, and 99.9% of the time, not only is it like completely useless because I can't do anything with this information, it's almost always wrong. Like a lot of people, if you do this, a lot of people, including myself, usually fail to realize that like the person we're thinking about, like at least for me, like in my experience, most of the time, the person I'm thinking about has no reason to be thinking about me, right? Like I'm so minuscule in these people's lives that like I spend time thinking about them, and it ends up being a waste of my resources, my mental resources. You know, like overthinking is awful, just because like I end up spending so much time thinking about what like just stuff that's not useful at all. Like I use my brain power, something I'm grateful to have a lot of, and I end up using it on something so useless that it's so contradictory, and it's so sad because like I'll spend like hours thinking about these people. Like, man, I wonder if they're thinking about me, and they're not. They're straight up not, right? Like there's no world where they are. So it's awful. It's brutal when you spend your time overthinking, and then overthinking leads to delusion, where at least once again, I was speaking from only experience here, like only personal experience. I end up thinking, and then sometimes the things I think about, I start to believe are real with absolutely no ground at all. You know, like let's say whoever I was thinking about said something mean to someone I care about, and like that's what I'm thinking about. Like it didn't happen, but like the more and more I think about it, I like slowly change my like how I feel about this person ever so slightly, with absolutely zero evidence, zero guide, zero bound. It's just my thought process, and that's awful. So when I really get like that, I just go sit on a rock. That's I believe the best application for rock sitting. Just going out and just being with nature. A book is good too. If you have a book, that's like a multiplier for a good time. Just going somewhere and sitting and reading. I see more and more people doing that, where you just go outside and you read a book, and you just realize how good your life could be, and like how good life already is. You know, like tough times will come, but like you're alive, and there's no better time to realize that when you just go sit on a rock. You know, for someone who spends a lot of time in their own head, the rock or the bench or the chair is definitely a really good way for me to get out of my own head. I realize I'm among other people. That's definitely the best application I found for it, and I forget who told me to just go sit on a rock. I'm pretty sure I saw it online, like just as a piece of advice, and it's still like the best piece of advice I think I've ever heard. Like that's even helped me for like specific situations in my life where, so like rock sitting is something more broad of a piece of advice. Please tell me that double points is still there. That's we gotta end this round quick. Dude, this is why I hate Black Ops 3 Kino, man. What is this? But oh my god, the whole double points is getting wasted here. There it is. Where's the Nova Crawler? But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how helpful something just as like something so simple could really be. Like it makes you feel so human when you do it. That's kind of the word I was looking for this whole time. You really feel like a human. You feel less like you have tasks to do. You have people to please. You know, you end up just being you in that moment. Like you're all that matters when you rock sit. And so it's good. It's really good. I call it layered thinking, where it's thinking about the consciousness of something else, because you really have you have no idea what you should be thinking about. I feel like the thoughts of like I don't even think people process thoughts the same way. So, like, I definitely think, there's no world where, like the phrase, I know what you're thinking is like, completely and utterly true. You know? like if I say, you know, you want to go out to eat somewhere, and you be like, oh, I know what you're thinking, and I say a place and it's right. Like, that was just like that thought didn't exist until the words came out of my mouth, and then after the words came out of my mouth, only did I have a very minuscule chance of all the places the person I was talking to could have been thinking about. We matched it up. You have all the places I thought about, all the places they thought about, and then that really, really, really slight chance it was the same. And that's one, like that's a question that prompted a similar thought. So you end up just like kind of like really spiraling out of control, and it's so irrational, and just sitting on a rock really, like, for me, just really gets rid of that. I mean, there's not really too much else I could talk about. I mean, you just gotta be rational, and letting something like a rock in nature rationalize you. It'll always do a good job. You know, people will always give you input, right? Like people are always gonna attempt that. Like most people don't just sit there and listen. I tried to do that more. Where most of the time when somebody vents to you, they just want to be heard. They don't even want like advice. So like most people don't do that though. Like most people will try and like help you if you speak to them about something that's like you're not happy about. And you know that's like what people are supposed to do. Or like it comes natural to them. But if you talk to a tree, you talk to a rock, like it's gonna listen to you, but it's not. It's no input, right? Even if it has input, it lacks the capability to give it to you. So a rock will always be, like, if you're trapped with your own thoughts, a rock will always be honest. You know, you can tell a rock how you're feeling, and it's not gonna answer you because it's a rock, but it's not gonna lie to you. You know, you can just sit there and really. You end up breaking down the layers, and you end up just being so rational with yourself when it's rock time. That's what I call it. I call it rock time. I do rock time like once every 2 weeks, and I'm usually sitting at the rock for like 45 minutes an hour. I haven't actually tried books with the rock time, but that's next on the agenda. I think next rock time I'm going to have I'm gonna bring a book with me. I'll pick something good. I'll let my diary know in the next video. I don't know. I also don't know for this like Yap channel if I should make the videos what's the term? Not like congruent. Like if I make the where I kind of like them up a little bit. Like I don't know if I should talk about my last video in this video, or talk about like things I said in this video in a future video. Like I don't know how YouTube works in that regard, where if people kind of just watch like every video in order, if there is no order. So yeah, I'll figure that out eventually. I mean, I guess to reference my other video, I said I was going to uninstall Instagram, and because you know I think like Instagram is definitely really it's like slowly ruining my life. I did in fact uninstall it, and it has been 48 hours, and I have not installed it yet. I definitely feel I have a lot more time as of right now. I definitely want it really bad. I like go on my phone and I open it, and when I would default to Instagram, and I just look at the home screen, I turn it off, and I like when I get in that mood, I'll do it like twice every like 3 minutes for like 40 minutes straight. Just like every 90 seconds I'll go to turn my phone on, but it's not there anymore, so it's working. So if you haven't considered deleting Instagram, I definitely would. I now logged into Instagram on my computer, so I'm not gonna sit here and doom scroll on my desktop. So Instagram Reels on desktop is atrocious. So you can definitely, if you watched the last video, you should definitely consider switching to something like that, like laptop only, or not at all. But I still have people who reach out to me on Instagram, so I don't want to make them think they did something wrong, you know, cut communication with people. But yeah, I mean that's really all I got. I definitely think I'm gonna record another video. I don't know how long this one was, but this felt like a short topic. I mean, I also don't know like what a good length is for videos. So I'll figure it out. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I had a lot of I mean it's a Yap channel. Yapping is in the channel username, but I feel like I am. Oh, it's not actually, but it should be. It should be. I'm just elite level yapping right now. But oh my god, train of thought. Yeah, I'll probably record another one. I think 25 minutes is like a good length for my videos. I since this is the second take of this video because I had my origins run end early. I have like a slight script. I don't really know if I want to make it scripted or not. I feel like if I did, the videos would definitely be more compact and more useful, but I don't know if people like the realness of just like my side tangents and my like my thoughts kind of being created live. I guess it's like you're watching a Twitch stream, except it's over already. It's like watching a VOD pretty much, versus like scripted content. You know, I try and be I don't if I ever have to make a cut in a video, it's never I'll never do it to cut something out that I said. I'll usually I don't really I don't know. I feel like I don't say things that are like worthy of being cut out. But I'll try and keep this as real as possible, you know. Cuts are it's not cuz I'm lazy, you know. I do in fact pay for the Adobe Suite actually. So, I have no problem busting open editing software and clipping stuff out. But I think it's a little more real when I keep it straight, when I keep it plain. You guys can watch all my zombies fails. You know, I definitely won't cut it out for the gameplay. I mean, unless I die on round 4, then I'm just start the recording over. But I'll try and keep it. I'll keep it 150 actually. I think 100's too low. So, yeah, just go. If you're ever stressed, just go sit on a rock. It's a mind-boggling experience how simple life becomes when you sit on a rock. You really think you can conquer the world, especially you sit on a rock with a good view. Then you like how old people sit on the porch. That's how sitting on a rock feels. Like you look out and you think everything in front of you is yours for the taking, and that's an incredible feeling. So, on that note, I'm definitely gonna record another one. So, I'm gonna pause my game on the dog round. Let's see. No live Thunder Gun reaction. So, yeah. On that note, I'll see y'all later. Toodaloo. Oh, I almost forgot. Good night, good morning, or good day, and adios.